As Aegis, we're very pleased to welcome you all in this very landmark conference, Digital Archive, Memory and Reconstruction in Rwanda. The establishment of Kigali Genocide Memorial in 2004 left behind a huge historical archive, which is an evidence and artifact of genocide. Having the digital archive platform developed by Aegis Trust was a very good experience, and we realized that it increased the accessibility to the archives by researchers, but at the same time become a source of information for education, to educate people about the dark past of the country, but also to provide the prevention weapons to the genocide.
Our grant in particular was to explore the impact and the potentially transformative effect of, well, here, digital archives, digital content technologies and mass digitization programs on sustainable development and processes of reconciliation and social and economic reconstruction in Rwanda.
It's a pleasure for me to be here with you this morning for this important and timely conference on digital archives, memory, and reconstruction in Rwanda. With 55% of Rwandans now born after the genocide, and with their favorite tools of communication being WhatsApp, Snapchat, and Instagram, we need to find ways to connect with them and connect them with their nation's history. The best way is through digital technologies, including online archives. The information that is not digitized today has a great risk of being forgotten in the future. As you discuss these important themes over the next few days, I encourage you to think about the practical and tangible actions that can be undertaken in Rwanda to harness the digital economy for both remembrance and reconstruction.
Digitization is the best we can have to actually have a lot of information and increase accessibility. So I think this conference is there to actually raise awareness and explore what are the parameters, what is missing, what are the challenges today we have in order to digitize the information we may have.
Crossover between the first day and the second day. The first day being more the kind of conceptual theoretical perspective, so we had some really sort of scene setting discussions there where we discussed particularly kind of the social and cultural context of digital archives and the use of digital technologies. And then in the second day we took what we had learned in the first day and we had these very practical discussions and really exciting, stimulating discussions, you know, working with our round tables to get the sort of ideas about what capabilities, what capacity there already is, how we might build on that, and then what the gaps are that we need to look at more closely to see how we fill those gaps.
Our expectations when we organized this conference with colleagues from the King's College London included having a good number of organizations that are producing or keeping records, but also using these records for memory preservation and reconstruction processes to join us to this conference so that we could discuss ways of increasing the way records, digital archives are preserved, but also see how these archives can be used for education and for social reconstruction of the Rwandan society. Another expectation was that we get to hear from participants what are the challenges and get to discuss how these challenges can be resolved.
It's a great pleasure to join you for this final day of what I can clearly see has been an immensely enriching and valuable event. Given the great quantity and variety of testimony that has been collected, it's quite clearly Aegis leading the way in terms of sort of how important it is to find ways to protect those archives, to streamline access to them, and how to improve how they can be used for research and learning going forward. To do so, we need to increase the collaboration between research institutions, technology providers, and the holders of archives, both locally and internationally.